Hey guys, so with Global Dokkan dropping TEQ Bardock here on March 1st, so about 2 days from now, I figured it would be a good time to kind of get on top of things and give you a quick should you summon on this banner or should you skip it. So let me preface the beginning of this by saying that if you are a huge Bardock fan, you really like this banner, there are units that you are really wanting on this banner, then like I said in the previous should you summon, go ahead and knock yourself out. But if you are looking to use your stones responsibly, I think this is a good kind of judgment call of whether or not you should be summoning on this banner. So let's quickly break this down by looking at who is on the banner, what you can get usage out of, what you cannot get usage out of, and we'll kind of evaluate it in maybe comparison to the previous banners that we have seen, and upcoming banners. So starting out at the beginning, we have our boy TEQ Bardock. So with TEQ Bardock, we will go ahead and take a look at him real quick. We have Battle Against the Fate of Annihilation Bardock. So what is really good about his leader skill is the Goku family portion. Let's just quickly look at the storied figures category. Yeah, this is a banger category right here. Have you ever wanted to build a team with Bardock, Tapion, and Minosha and Demon King Piccolo? Well, you came to the right place. The storied figures team. You guys can see just an absolute mammoth of a category. Really good units, just all over the place. These are as good as it gets. We have Super Paikuhan. We have Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. These guys really work well together. Like, this is one of the best teams in the game. But jokes aside, the Goku family portion of this leader skill is obviously very good. Bardock is very good as well. I keep saying very good, but he is very well designed. He has a scouter, and it's not hard to get him on a team with Goku's. You know, he's a rainbow key sphere, and then we also get, you know, at the beginning we do get, so I think it's, whenever you see Bardock, you get that additional scouter. So this is one of these rare instances where you want a unit in slot 7, because then you get a scouter starting from turn 3 to turn 8. I believe that's how that would work, or something like that. I know they had to reword his passive and like fix it. So this is a good unit. Unfortunately, I was not able to summon for this guy really when he came out, because this is when the Gammas came out. But you guys can see this is, if you're reading this passive, this is a very good character. But what I would say, just to kind of play the devil's advocate here, is look at this category that he leads, Goku's family, and tell me why you should summon for this guy when the anniversary is a couple months away. You know, Golden Week is coming up. We got Saiyan Day. This Bardock, unfortunately, I think is just a pass if you are a global player, just because we know in about 3 weeks here we are looking at Saiyan Day, which is much more exciting than this Bardock. So if you know, one thing we can at least note, if you do get him, he's easy to farm his super attack. But as back to the point I was talking about, look at the Goku family category. We're not even going to break down the category, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaders for this category already. So 5 like aside from Bardock, right? And Goku is a 180 that you can run. You could run this Goku / Gohan, very good unit. And then we also have just like Goku, this Super Saiyan 4 Goku is on like every other LR banner, like every other like Dokkanfest LR banner, he's on it, I feel like. So it's like one of those cases where there's a really good chance if you've been playing this game for a while, you have this Goku with a dupe or two in them at the very least, right? So, you know, you just look at this category and I don't really see an overwhelming urge for you to get Bardock just for the Goku family leader. If that's why you're summoning for this unit, I would say this is an easy skip. The 200% for the Gokus on the team is nice, but I would say that it's not worth it just based on what we know is coming up soon. So there you go with Bardock. That's enough for Bardock. Let's quickly talk about who else is on the banner. We have Tora, who is no good, unfortunately. Honestly, I didn't do enough homework on this unit. Let's take a look, and I'll just kind of give you like my. So yeah, I can already tell on the super attack effect is trash. No raising defense on a unit that probably has like no defense, and then we have. Yeah, he's based on storied figures in Team Bardock. Yeah, that's no good. You're literally like just forced to run this guy on Team Bardock, which this guy doesn't even lead. He leads storied figures, this TEQ Bardock. So yeah, this guy's no good. It's like you can just tell by looking. It's like you have to run him on Team Bardock or storied figures, and those are just 2 teams that are unrunnable in this meta. So Tora is not why you're summoning. Int Majin Vegeta, this is a very good unit. Still has a very nice place to be a slot 2 unit for Vegeta and Trunks. And overall, I'd say that that's kind of his balance. This is the first time he's returned on a real banner that isn't the Halloween, like the spooky Dokkanfest banner, whatever they called it. This would be his first return for him coming on to Global. So now that we're done talking about Majin Vegeta, again, a very good unit, but I don't know if it's one that you need to summon for. I would say that, you know, maybe wait for him to return on another banner or something like that, because this kind of messes with like what the global schedule would be, because Majin Vegeta is coming out 3 weeks before Saiyan Day, and that kind of makes things a little bit tricky. So maybe he's taken off the banner, but who's to say? I am kind of looking at this at face value. But let's move on to Super Vegeta, another Pure Saiyans leader. Now these Pure Saiyans leaders, they love to sprinkle around here and there We got our boy Raditz, and now we also have Vegeta. So Super Vegeta is well power crept. I would say that he has some utility in Super Battle Road with his guaranteed crits and his guaranteed stuns, but this guy cannot go into the new red zone stages. He can't go into the collection of epic battles and just light it up for you, right? I'd say he's a decent unit. Like if I had to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give him like a 5.5, a 6, and we kind of call it there, right? Super Vegeta has aged a bit. You know, he is coming up on a year and a half now, at least on the JP version. He's almost 2 years old, so you know that's just the natural progression of this game. But let's go ahead and move on to Int Broly. Now Int Broly still has a place on the teams that he is on. Movie bosses, you know, you could still kind of get some usage out of him. He does have stacking. He does have the damage reduction against pure and hybrid Saiyans. Very decent unit. Again, like with Super Vegeta, he has been power crept out a little bit, but you know, you could still get some usage out of him also on the Power Beyond Super Saiyan team if you absolutely need it. And then, you know, it just Broly's are really fun units. So I would say that Broly is more of a draw than Super Vegeta, but again, not a unit that it makes this a must summon or anything like that. Moving on to our last two big units on this banner, we have everybody's favorite Saiyan Day unit from 2020, and that is AGL Bardock. So with AGL Bardock, what makes this guy interesting, let's go ahead and change this to English so you guys can read this, but what makes this guy interesting is I feel like he's any day now, he's up for an easy A. And with that, you know, you kind of have a lot of different things that you can do with him. He's got like a utility on the team that has Bardock and stuff like that, and you know, really he's just looking for that breakthrough, right? Because when he becomes a Super Saiyan, he's going to be like absolutely insane against Super Saiyans, or not Super Saiyans, against Wicked Bloodline. Because think about it, what makes that significant is we have a Wicked Bloodline red zone, and that's like a whole set of events that this guy could be really useful in. Because he is maybe not on the most teams in the world, but what this guy can do is bring a lot to the table with his guaranteed crits, more than likely going to be 2 or 3 supers, and these are all going to be decent damage because we have, you know, just so much going on with this AGL Bardock that he's going to be really good when he does get that easy A eventually. But I would absolutely not say that he is a reason that you should be summoning on this banner. And then Transforming Frieza, I feel like you guys kind of get the gist of Transforming Frieza. He's one of those guys that's really good against superclass enemies, and there's not a ton of superclass events in the game right now that are considered difficult content. It's mostly extreme class stuff where you're fighting movie bosses. We have GT bosses, we have Wicked Bloodline, we have Red Ribbon stages, and just stuff like that. So it's like there's not a ton of superclass enemies in the game right now, but you know, maybe just like as like a floater on like the Wicked Bloodline team, I guess he's acceptable. Can look okay, but again, he is coming up on 2 years since his Easy A, so he has aged out quite a bit. So let me know down below if you guys are summoning on this banner or not, but I would say that my verdict is, with Saiyan Day and Golden Week coming up soon on Global, you absolutely need to skip this banner. Bardock is not going to be like your saving grace and just carry you through content. He is good for the low-class Warriors missions of the legendary fighting events, but I would say just try and find a way to run him as a friend support or just run double AGL Bardock. They are enough for this form of content. It's just not that hard at all. So that's all I've really got for you in today's video. Like I said, skip this banner, wait for Saiyan Day. We'll kind of see what's going on there. Maybe Majin Vegeta will be on that banner instead of this one. Who knows? Global is funky, so maybe he runs twice. It's, you know, I just don't know. So like I said, let me know down below if you guys are summoning. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. If you guys are interested in Should You Summons, animation, reactions, gameplay, all that fun stuff, you can find it right here. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.